What if the thick matting covering your dog's coat is hiding something far more serious than tangled fur? At first glance, a matted coat may seem like a cosmetic problem, an inconvenience that can be solved with a brush, a trim, or a grooming appointment. Yet beneath those dense layers of twisted hair, a completely different story can be unfolding, one that many loving dog owners never expect to find. Every year, professional groomers and veterinarians uncover shocking conditions hidden under severe mats, revealing infections, wounds, parasites, and skin diseases that have remained invisible for weeks or even months. The frightening reality is that a dog's coat can act like a curtain, concealing health issues until they become painful, dangerous, and sometimes life-threatening. Understanding what can hide beneath mats is not about creating fear. It is about learning to see beyond the surface and recognizing that a healthy coat is often a reflection of a healthy body. Dogs rely on us to notice what they cannot explain, and when their fur becomes heavily matted, important warning signs can disappear from view. In many cases, owners are genuinely surprised when a grooming session reveals redness, swelling, open sores, or infestations that had gone completely unnoticed. The discovery can feel overwhelming, especially when the dog appeared relatively normal on the outside. Yet these moments teach an important lesson about responsibility, awareness, and the silent ways animals communicate discomfort. Inspired by the educational approach of Dr. Karen Becker, many pet advocates emphasize that prevention begins with observation and routine care. Regular grooming is not simply about appearance. It is a critical part of monitoring a dog's overall well-being. Mats create pressure against the skin, restrict airflow, trap moisture, and provide an environment where bacteria and parasites can thrive. As time passes, the situation can worsen without obvious symptoms visible to the untrained eye. Some dogs become accustomed to chronic discomfort and stop reacting in ways owners expect, making hidden problems even more difficult to detect. This is why routine touch, inspection, and coat maintenance are so valuable. When owners gently run their hands through their dog's coat, they are doing much more than checking for tangles. They are creating opportunities to detect unusual lumps, sensitive areas, skin changes, or signs of infection before they progress into serious conditions. Every grooming session becomes a conversation without words, a chance to understand what the dog's body may be trying to communicate. The most surprising discoveries are often found in areas where mats are thickest, because these regions can remain hidden from sight for long periods. What appears to be a simple knot of fur may actually be covering a much deeper problem. And as we continue exploring real examples uncovered during professional dematting procedures, the truth becomes increasingly clear. Sometimes the greatest dangers are not the ones we can easily see, but the ones quietly concealed beneath the surface, waiting to be revealed. As the dematting process begins, what initially appears to be an ordinary grooming challenge can quickly transform into a startling revelation. Groomers often describe moments when layers of compacted fur are carefully removed, exposing skin that has not seen light or fresh air for an incredibly long time. Beneath the surface, hidden moisture may have created the perfect environment for bacterial growth, turning a simple mat into a cover for painful infections. In other cases, wounds that started as minor scratches become trapped under dense fur, remaining untreated as irritation and inflammation gradually worsen. The suspense of these discoveries lies in the uncertainty. No one truly knows what is concealed beneath severe matting until the coat is removed. Each section of fur reveals another piece of the story, and sometimes the findings are far more serious than anyone expected. A dog that seemed calm and healthy may suddenly display signs of relief as pressure is lifted from sensitive skin. The reaction alone can reveal how much discomfort had been silently endured. Some mats become so tight that they pull continuously on the skin, restricting movement and creating constant tension. Over time, this pressure can lead to bruising, sores, and even reduced circulation in affected areas. Yet the hidden dangers do not stop there. Fleas, ticks, and other parasites are often discovered thriving within neglected coats, protected by a tangled environment that allows them to remain unnoticed. Their presence can trigger itching, allergic reactions, skin damage, and secondary infections that spread beyond the original problem. In particularly severe situations, groomers have uncovered extensive skin disease concealed beneath layers of matted fur, conditions that would have benefited from veterinary attention much earlier if they had been visible. The lesson is both surprising and deeply meaningful. What remains unseen can still have a powerful impact on health and quality of life. Dogs cannot explain that a specific area hurts or that irritation is spreading beneath their coat. Instead, they communicate through subtle changes in behavior. A dog may become less active, avoid being touched, scratch more frequently, or appear unusually restless. These signals are easy to overlook when life becomes busy, yet they often provide valuable clues that something is wrong. Inspired by the educational philosophy often associated with Dr. Karen Becker, responsible pet care involves paying attention to these small changes before they become major concerns. Prevention is rarely dramatic, but its impact can be profound. The most alarming discoveries during professional dematting procedures are not merely grooming issues, they are reminders of how closely physical appearance and health are connected. As more mats are removed and more hidden areas are revealed, a growing realization emerges. The tangled fur was never the entire problem. It was only the visible layer of a much larger situation developing quietly underneath. And sometimes, the final discoveries waiting beneath the last remaining mats are the ones that leave the strongest impression of all, revealing just how critical early detection and consistent care can truly be. When the final mats are removed and the full condition of the dog's skin is finally visible, the experience often leaves a lasting impression on everyone involved. What began as a grooming appointment becomes a powerful reminder of how easily hidden problems can grow when they remain undetected. Yet the most valuable lesson is not found in the shocking discoveries themselves. It is found in the opportunity to prevent them. Every infection uncovered, every wound revealed, and every parasite infestation discovered beneath matted fur serves as evidence that small acts of attention can make an enormous difference in a dog's life. The encouraging reality is that many of these conditions can be identified long before they become severe. Regular grooming, routine physical checks, and a willingness to notice subtle changes create a protective system that supports long-term health and comfort. A dog's coat tells a story, and responsible owners learn how to read that story through observation and care. Warning signs often appear gradually rather than suddenly. Persistent scratching, unusual odors, excessive licking, sensitivity when touched, hair loss, redness, or changes in behavior may all indicate that something beneath the surface requires attention. These signs are not always dramatic, but they deserve respect because they can provide an early glimpse into developing problems. The philosophy promoted by educators such as Dr. Karen Becker frequently emphasizes the importance of proactive wellness rather than waiting for visible illness to appear. This perspective encourages owners to view grooming as part of a larger commitment to preventive care. The goal is not perfection. The goal is awareness. Every few minutes spent brushing a coat, checking the skin, or monitoring changes in behavior can help uncover concerns before they become painful or dangerous. Beyond the physical benefits, these moments strengthen the bond between dogs and the people who care for them. Trust grows through consistent attention, and that trust allows owners to recognize when something feels different. Perhaps the greatest surprise hidden beneath the mats is not the infection, wound, or parasite that may eventually be discovered. Perhaps it is the realization that health often depends on the small routines we repeat every day. The simple act of running a hand through a dog's coat can become an act of protection. The decision to schedule regular grooming can become an investment in comfort and well-being. The willingness to investigate unusual signs can lead to early treatment and better outcomes. By learning from real discoveries made during professional dematting procedures, owners gain valuable knowledge that can help them recognize risks before they escalate. The message is ultimately one of hope, responsibility, and compassion. Hidden problems do not have to remain hidden forever when awareness becomes part of daily care. Every dog deserves the chance to live free from unnecessary discomfort, and every owner has the ability to play an important role in making that possible. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.